Fun fact, the word jeans comes from Italy, and particularly the Italian city of Jeans, where it's believed that the first denim trousers were produced. See, you've learned something completely useless today. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. While I'm still kind of learning about the clothes and styles and the fashion industry in its own, I thought it might be quite useful to look into some fabrics as well. I started doing some research and found some interesting facts that I actually haven't kind of known before, and I thought it would be really nice to share that with you, and hopefully we can learn some new things together. I'm going to be talking about 5 key fabrics that I've done some research on, and these are the main fabrics that we are finding in the retail stores at the moment. And I actually did look at 7 retail stores that are most popular at the moment. That's ASOS, Boohoo, Pretty Little Thing, Zara, New Look, Shein, and one more. Yes. Because these are the main shops we're buying clothes from, at least my friends are, and as I see, a lot of YouTubers are buying from those shops and doing hauls, and myself including, I thought it'd be really interesting to see what are the key fabrics that these clothes we're buying are made from, and also how to properly take care of them. So the first fabric I wanted to talk about is polyester. And polyester is something that is so popular. Probably 80% of all clothes that I've kind of been looking at in those 7 shops that I mentioned are made from polyester or have got a percentage of polyester in them. You can find them in tops, dresses, trousers, full leather pants, hoodies, all sorts of loungewear. It's everywhere, and I'm just amazed how widely used it is. The more I went into the research of polyester, the more I found out about the whole industry and the effect on the environment, but I'm not going to be talking about that today. So I think that if it's something of interest to you guys, then let me know, I'll make a video on that. But in terms of basics, polyester is a synthetic fabric and it's derived from petroleum, and this is something that really struck me because I never kind of knew that. And polyester is basically a plastic kind of type of fabric. We are essentially wearing plastic. Polyester is known for being strong, resilient, and wrinkle resistant. It's also not absorbent at all, but basically when it does absorb water, it dries out really quickly. That's why it's so popular in sportswear. When washing polyester garments, it's best to turn the clothes inside out so that they retain color, and use warm water, so probably like 30-40 degrees should be fine. And then it's best to, well, you can tumble dry it, you can just hang it and dry it that way. And if you want to reduce static electricity in clothes, then use a fabric softener. The don'ts for polyester is don't overly dry it, because over time it can make your clothes to shrink. And don't use very hot iron because it will damage your clothes, and we don't want that. Cotton is also one of the most popular fabrics in the industry. And the current estimates of the annual worldwide production is 25 million tons. 25 million tons. It's that much. And no wonder. Cotton is soft and light, it's natural, comfortable to wear. It's also water absorbent, so absorbs water really easily, and it's slow to dry. And fun fact is that wet cotton is 20% stronger than dry cotton. Another useless fact. We might get into like a quiz night, so we may use it there. Tips for washing cotton clothes is to wash them in 30 degrees Celsius water or colder, and when taking them out of the washing, then it's best to stretch the garment before hanging it. I would not necessarily recommend using the tumble dryer because it can cause shrinkage of the garments, if not instantaneously then over time, so I do tend to hang it to leave it to dry, and it's just easier that way to maintain the shape and the quality. And finally, it's also good to turn them inside out before washing to maintain the quality and colour. Another popular item in the clothes that we are buying from all these shops is viscose. It's said to be a popular alternative to cotton and polyester and a cheaper alternative to silk. Viscose is derived from cellulose or wood pulp from the fast-growing and regenerating trees, from eucalyptus, beech, pine and plants such as bamboo, soy or sugarcane. Another fun fact is that viscose is said to be one of the oldest manufactured fabrics. So again, if you are on a quiz night someday and you are asked that question, you're very welcome. No wonder that viscose is said to be a cheap alternative to silk, because it's very breathable, it's light, smooth, and it retains colour really well. It's soft, comfortable, inexpensive, and there's no static build. In terms of washing, it's best to hand wash viscose fabric, and if you put it in the sort of lukewarm warm water for about 30 minutes to soak, and then rinse it with colder water, then it should maintain its quality and colours. Don't like twist and wring it because it might damage your clothes, so it's best to just squeeze the water out. Don't wash in very high temperature, don't use a hot iron, don't use high spin in the washing machine. Don't store your viscose clothes in a plastic bin because it can sort of trap moisture inside, and viscose is tend to attract mildew, so that's disgusting. That's a no-no. Fabric number 4, I believe, is that I wanted to talk about today is spandex, and you've probably heard about it, seen it in some of your clothes. It's also synonymous to elastane or lycra, and it's well known for its elasticity. Fun fact is that spandex in its own can stretch up to 8 times of its own normal size, so that's pretty amazing. Because some fabrics like cotton that are not very stretchy can be made and improved and made more stretchy when adding spandex to them. Some amount of spandex is being used in underwear and, for example, socks to make them a bit stretchier. The higher percentage of spandex is being used in sportswear, for example, cycling clothes, swimwear, and also in clothes for competitive sports, because they need to be form-fitting and very stretchy. Another interesting fact is that spandex is being used in clothes for film industry, so it's to make motion capture suits, for example, for green screen. So that's something that I learned today. If you're washing spandex clothes with of a higher percentage, then it's best to hand wash them. For example, if you've got like cycling gear, cycling clothes, or like swimwear, then just hand wash them. It's not advised to put them in the washing machine. But if you have got clothes with 5% or less of spandex in them, then you probably can wash them as normal. Check the label and see what it says there, but it should be just pretty straightforward and you can just wash them in the washing machine. It's pretty straightforward. It's jeans, it's our denim jackets, it's our denim shorts, and it's so popular. It's probably one of the most popular fabrics of all time, because now you see it everywhere. There's probably no person in any developed country that doesn't have a pair of jeans or a pair of denim shorts in their closet. At least I think. I might be wrong. Actually appears to be a cotton fabric. That's something I learned as well that I didn't know before. I thought that it's just a different kind of fabric. I didn't know that it's cotton, so that's new. There's actually a variety of denim fabrics and that ranges in price and accessibility, and I'll have to look it up because there's a long list. There's polyester blends, sanforized color, Ramy, and a few more that I've never heard before. It's so popular because it's durable, it's comfortable to wear, and it's highly breathable as well. It's actually a moisture absorbent, so if it gets wet and it's slow to dry, but still, we love our jeans. it's not really advised to wash it frequently. So it's said to wash it every 10 wears or so, because when washing it frequently, it can kind of wear the fabric out a lot quicker. If you spot a stain, just use a damp cloth or a bit of soap and a toothbrush, like an old toothbrush, not your own one, to remove the stain, because then you don't really have to wash it every time you kind of stain it a little bit. So it then would reduce the wear down effect on jeans every time you wash it. And when you wash your jeans, wash them in cold water, because it will help maintain the color and also will reduce the wear down effect. And washing in cold water also prevents jeans to shrink over time. Tumble drying is probably the worst enemy of jeans. When you take them out the washing machine, you can just like slightly stretch them to kind of get them back into their shape, and then hang them in there and let them dry. You probably don't want your jeans to shrink and become like 2 sizes smaller, so don't do that. The less you wash your jeans, the better, because they will retain their color and also the quality. And I know it sounds a bit dodgy, it's up to you really, but that's sort of the advice that I've found from doing my research. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found some interesting facts. I did when I did that research, and I learned something, so I thought it was quite interesting, and kind of know a few tips and tricks how to take care of my clothes better so that they don't fade in color, or they just maintain the quality for longer. So I think it's, you know, especially when you're like in 30s and you're a bit older, then it's more important to take care of your garments and your clothes well. Like when I was in my 20s, I didn't really care. But now it's just different. I want them to maintain their quality and to be able to wear them for longer if possible. If you found it helpful, interesting, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you consider subscribing, that would be amazing. And yeah, I hope you have a really good day and upcoming week, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm thinking of uploading one about Tuesday or Wednesday, something that's a bit more fun and more engaging, so hopefully you'll check that out too. And if not, then I'll see you in the next video next Sunday.